The difference between mere management and leadership is communication. Do you know who said that? Winston Churchill. The difference between mere management and leadership is communication. Then there's this one, it's my favorite, by George Bernard Shaw, who said, "The single biggest problem with communication is the illusion that it has taken place." I love that one. This is one of my favorites because you'd be totally amazed at the lack of communication in our stores today. You'd be amazed. We spend thousands of dollars every year for consultants and programs that we think will make us more successful, when in many cases, all it really takes is a chat once a week over a cup of coffee. Owners, when was the last time you sat down with your manager just to chat about how things were going? Managers, when was the last time you brought your management metrics to the owner to discuss how things are going? My guess, maybe last January after the holidays. Maybe, okay? The truth is, we don't communicate enough with our leadership. For small stores, we think we cover the communication thing while we're setting up in the morning. Again, back to George Bernard Shaw's quote about the illusion, right? For larger volume stores, you're often so busy doing the things that got you to the larger volume that you don't have time for good communication, when in reality, you need it now more than ever. So, get together regularly. And when you do finally get together, well, before I go into that, I recommend once a week, come hell or high water. But when you do get together, here are the things you should be discussing. First of all, you should have an agenda, just a little piece of paper, things you should be discussing. How are we doing compared to our goals? What are our team members' metrics? What are their closing ratios, their sales per hour, their sales to goal? Are there any things that we need to discuss regarding that or any particular team member? Here's another good one. Why do you think business is so slow? Why do you think business is up? How are our traffic counts? What are any marketing and promotions past or coming up that we need to discuss, whether we continue to do them or how successful they were? How about this one? Any new recruitment successes? That's a good one. Listen, you make the list, you make the agenda, but quality one-on-one time with your leadership is golden. And I mean quality time. That means set aside, happens no matter what, or definitely rescheduled if no matter what happens. And like I said before, with an agenda. Okay? This doesn't have to be a big formal thing printed out on agenda paper. It can be on a napkin, for crying out loud, just so that it happens. Now, I recommend you get out of the store so you can avoid business distractions. And then there's just something magical about a cup of coffee or a cup of tea during the conversation that just makes things go better, smoother, more relaxing. Listen, you want to start making some changes for the better for your store? Have regular communication with your leadership. Go have a cup of coffee before you call that consultant or invest in that new time management course. Listen, I promise, once you've made this a habit, a regular weekly habit, you'll never go back to the world of ambiguity.